The plaintiff sought for an injunction to restrain me from taking custody of the car from them. Illegally obtaining custody of the car from them. That is the injunction sought by them before the trial court.
Who is that owner of the car?
The owner of the car is one Hon'ble Murthy. And that fact is not in dispute. He died in 2018.
Yes.
Defendant number, I am the son of the Hon'ble Murthy Swamiji. And claiming succession, I claim that I have become the owner of the car, and the car has.
What
to come
about that? Who is that plaintiff?
Plaintiff, my lord, she's in the fact of the matter is that this Hon'ble Murthy Swamiji, he had constructed a temple. It's actually a renowned temple in Kolar district called Kotilingeshwara Swami Temple, and he was administering the temple during his lifetime. Her case is that she was a secretary in the temple, and after her death, he had accepted sannyasatva. Therefore, all the properties, including his car, will vest with the deity, and it will come to the temple, and she's entitled to use the car. Is her case.
Now, what is that order you are challenging?
Two applications had come to be filed. One application by them for a permanent injunction, and we had filed an application seeking for mandatory injunction. Interim injunction to restrain me was their application. I had sought for an application of interim order of mandatory injunction, directing them to hand over the car to my custody.
Yes.
I had also raised a counterclaim in my written statement for an order of declaration of title as well as for possession of the car. Initially, the trial court rejected my application, which was I number 6, and allowed their application. The reasoning of the trial court was that interim mandatory injunction cannot be allowed. An injunction in the nature of interim mandatory injunction cannot be allowed. And they settled the position avatrai the car, because the position is in there with them, it cannot be disturbed in the interim of helbutu. The trial court rejected my application. I had filed 2 appeals, miscellaneous appeals, challenging their the order granting them injunction and the order refusing an interim mandatory injunction to me. In the appellate court, MA 43 and MA 44, the first appeal, the MA court dismissed, allowed my appeal insofar as their application is concerned, and rejected my appeal insofar as my application is concerned. Therefore, virtually the trial court now, the
Appellate court, what they done?
Appellate court again ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, they have also not made out prima facie case. You have also not made out prima facie case. The car should be kept idle. The car should not be used. Their case is not maintainable because they have not sought for a declaration. Also, their case is that the car vested with the deity. There are no records to show that how the car came to the temple, and how as an administrator she has got the right to use the car. There is nothing on record. Therefore, she has not made out prima facie case. As regards our case, the only reasoning of the trial court is that we have suppressed material facts while coming to the court. The reasoning is at page number 47, ink page 47. This is the only reason on which my application has come to be rejected. At para 27.
The RC book stands in whose name?
Right now it is standing in my name. This transfer was made during the pendency of the suit. It was a list pendants transfer. I'll come to that point, It was a list pendants. Suit was filed in 2019. In 2019 itself, it was transferred in favor of defendant number 1, who is my mother.
Earlier, it was in the name of Dr. K. Shiv Prasad.
No, now it is in the name of Shiv Prasad, who is
it was in that Shamba Swami Murthy.
Undisputed. Undisputedly, it was in his name. 2018, he died. That is also not disputed. After his death, 2019, this suit came to be filed for permanent injunction.
Yes, Mr.
Suit pendency idage, my lord.
Property of that mutt. It is his individual
property.
But it is our case, Lord, that Lord, Swamiji, Lord, after he took sannyasa, Lord, he built this Kotilingeshwara temple. Those are hundreds of temples, and all his properties, Lord, vested with the temple. The RC book may be standing in the name of Lord, the individual, because it can't stand in the name of a temple. But otherwise, our case is that all the properties stood in the vested in the temple. And Lord, if your Lordship will see, Lord, our application.
No, we'll come to that.
Yes.
You just answer this. Now, it should be in that individual name. He can be seek as an LR.
No, now let me just.
No, I will tell you that. I will tell you what we can answer that. He can be seek as an LR.
Yes.
Till deciding, without somebody's name, car cannot be allowed you to use. Tomorrow something is happen. Who is responsible, Mr.?
There is no precise reasoning given by the trial court. Yes. First appellate court.
Yes. Now, the facts of the case is, Lord, that after the Swamiji died, Lord, there was still some loan which was remaining. I have paid the loan. Lord, I have taken the insurance. all the documents, my lord, I have produced before the trial court when I filed the, initially suit was only for injunction.
Yeah.
Thereafter, I have sought declaration also that the property is a temple property. And my lord, there is a will of the Swamiji by which I am made administrator of the temple. So my case is as an administrator. Now this matter has travelled up to Supreme Court, not regarding the car, but regarding, my lord,
Regarding
the
the
Kotilingeshwara temple. There, my lord, the court said that I will be administering the properties of the
No,
temple property.
all that properties is stands in the name of the temple. There is no difficulty.
So, all the properties, unfortunately, my lord, all stood in the individual name of the Swamiji. my lord.
Swamiji.
Huh?
Yes.
All the properties stood in the, that is where, my lord, the litigation has arisen.
Hmm.
If the property had stood in the name of the temple, my lord, then he could not have claimed as a successor at all.
Hmm.
No, my lord, before he took sannyas, lord, he has
No,
not.
yeah, what
That
has
fact
happened?
itself is disputed.
What has happened to that suit? It has been declared that it is
Illa, illa.
Still
Pending.
That is also still pending.
no properties we can, but the thing is that vehicle
But one
it should
submission.
be standing.
This vehicle is not subject matter of that suit. That is the reasoning given by trial court. Vehicle na suit, other it is not made a subject
Why you
matter.
have
No
not
declaration
included
is
that
sought.
vehicle as a part of that suit?
Neither it is part of the suit, neither it is part of the will.
Wait, mister. I am asking them, you are answering that. Yes.
But that was left out. That is why the suit was filed, my lord. But
Presumption
other-
is that it is not the, therefore you have not included.
No, but even the-
Now you have not sought for any declaration, you are only
sought for-
injunction. His suit is for only
ಇವಾಗ
injunction.
ಇವಾಗ after this, when during the pendency of the writ petition, they filed the application, got the plaint amended. Merely because the relief is sought, my lord.
The counterclaim, my lord. The trial court will decide, my lord. He has sought counterclaim seeking declaration that he is the owner. He has become the owner by inheritance. But that issue will definitely come whether he becomes owner or not.
Now
So-
service is completed.
Yes, my lord.
You are appearing for whom?
Respond. My lord, I will take notice for in 23.1
Yes, in,
for
will, then matter required final hearing.
final hearing.
Yes.
But my lord, there is, Lord, your lordship also have now expressed that, but now the trial court really says, don't use the car, my lord, which is. little
No,
difficult.
ಅದಾಗಲ್ಲ.
If it is allowed, no, if it is allowed, it should be allowed to that, the persons whose name RC is there.
No, RC, he has got it not fraudulently.
No, that,
By filing a false affidavit.
Mister, that still, that has to be cancelled. He is a RC owner, you can't use it. Suppose tomorrow if you use it,
There is an
something is
accident.
happen, then he will be responsible. You
No,
can't do
we have-
anything there.
We will file an affidavit if necessary, my lord, that we will take the entire responsibility.
No,
that may
that's not that,
We'll file,
law is-
we'll
yes,
file objections to.
yes,
Your
yes.
lordship.